Hey Latchkey kids and drive-in mutants, you're listening to KAB 1340 Antonio Bay Radio. I'm Lady Shasha, mistress of the snark, connoisseur of the gore, and hostess with the mostest. I just watched the 2021 movie Lamb. It is a co-production between Iceland, Sweden, and Poland. The language spoken is Icelandic, and the filming location is also Iceland. There's no dialogue for the first 10 minutes of this movie. There are lots of reaction shots, lamb reactions, dog reactions, cat reactions, and even human reactions. There's also an absence of a score. This movie is so silent, except for the sounds of speaking or sheep bleating and horses neighing. Maria and Ingvar are a couple who live on a farm raising sheep. This couple's life is so boring and sort of depressing to me. They are so boring that their dog's name is Dog. They barely talk to each other. There's an unspoken coldness between them. Then one day a very interesting lamb is born. If you've seen the trailer, then you know why this lamb is different. The movie doesn't reveal this right away. They reveal what makes this lamb different 37 minutes into the movie. So if you want to be surprised, do not watch the trailer. Maria takes on a maternal relationship with this lamb, cradling it and bottle feeding it like it's her own child and taking it into the house. The lamb's mother knows that it's in the house and goes to the window looking for her child. Maria and Ingvar continue to barely speak to each other. Ingvar seems upset by the lamb at first, but then he warms up to her. By the way, they named the lamb Ada. This movie is presented in chapters. The first chapter is quite slow. The couple and the sheep are the only characters, and like I mentioned earlier, they barely speak to each other. Maria has a very contentious relationship with the birth mother of the lamb, so much so that she tries to run her off. Then she does something much, much worse. Maria is not a nice person, so I'm waiting for the horror part of this movie to start. In chapter 2, Ingvar's brother Pieter shows up. He's appropriately freaked out by the lamb. He asks Ingvar, "What the fuck is this?" Ingvar says, "Happiness." Pieter is not convinced. He reminds Ingvar that the lamb is not a child, it's an animal. Pieter also says inappropriate things to Maria. This creates tension between Pieter, Maria, and Ingvar. Pieter warms up to Ada as well eventually. Chapter 3 begins, and I'm still waiting for the horror. So far this movie has been slow, sort of boring, and weird. Maria and Ingvar do rekindle the relationship and they start talking to each other, and even playing cards and enjoying themselves again. I like weird movies, but I like my weird to be more entertaining. If I didn't watch this in the afternoon, surely I would have fallen asleep. The last 12 minutes of this movie are just WTF, but still unsatisfying if you ask me. I waited almost 2 hours for that. This is a film by Vladimir Johansson. The premise and location were interesting, especially since this takes place during the time of year in Iceland when they experience 23 hours of daylight. That said, the payoff didn't really do it for me. I'm about to get into the spoiler section of this video, so if you would like to see the movie before hearing that part, it is available on Prime Video as of the recording of this video. Spoiler time. If you have seen the full trailer, then you know that Ada looks like a sheep-human hybrid. It's not a twist, that's what she looked like throughout the movie. The twist is who her father is. It's not Ingvar, nor Pieter, but I'll come back to that. You know Maria isn't wrapped too tight when she kills Ada's birth mother and is just wiping the sheep blood off her face. Get in the shower, you filthy McNasty heifer. Ew. It is revealed that there is a cemetery of previous Adas. Lamb Ada starts realizing that she is different. Pieter tries to blackmail Maria into having an affair with him because he witnessed her kill Ada's birth mother. She locks him in the closet overnight, then takes him to the bus stop the next day and he goes back to the city. I didn't expect that resolution. The last 12 minutes of this movie are the most WTF. First they reveal that the dog is dead. Then Ingvar is shot by a goat-headed creature who takes Ada with him. Her real father. Maria finds Ingvar bleeding out from his neck, and the film ends with Maria staring at the audience. Can you say pretentious? I used to work in an art house theater in Connecticut. I know pretentious. I'm not saying that this is a bad movie, just that the advertising did it a disservice. This is a slow burn melodrama with the slightest of horror elements. Now that I described it that way, I can see why they had difficulty marketing it. This is not similar to the movies that I'm about to mention, but it does have a similar feel. If you like The Witch, The Invitation, The Lodge, you may also enjoy this as well. Just know going in that this is not a popcorn flick. But like I always say, don't take my word for it. Watch it for yourself. Just because I love something doesn't mean you won't hate it, and just because I hate something doesn't mean you won't love it. Have you seen Lamb? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, this has been Lady Shasha for KAB 1340 Antonio Bay Radio, signing off.